but it doesn't take off.
Yeah.
So I thought to give it a try once again, but in a very, very, we call it the plot twist manner. Today in the internet era, on how people consume information, they want, when I hop onto TikTok, I noticed that it is very...
Hey, welcome to another episode of In the Spotlight. Today, I have my friend Kionz.
Guys, korang tahu tak macam mana dia kelip mata macam ni? Kau.
如果你是听得懂华语的话呢，请等等。Mental health issues isn't only about depression, anxiety, and disorders. Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for having me. So yeah, what are we going to talk about today?
So today, we are going to talk about your journey in content creation and all those things. So first of all, I would like to know, how did we meet?
Okay. This is a very, I think, stars alignment. So we actually got to know each other through a mutual friend, of course. So from a mutual friend, that mutual friend so happened, he's a very nice guy. So he organized a dinner, just want to link us up all together. And that's how we actually met in a dinner function. I think I supposed to actually know you 1 year back, but I think the stars is not aligned. So then I missed out the meetup. So then this year finally I managed to. So nice to meet you again.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, it was a very pleasant dinner. So I would also like to know, what was your first impression
of you? Oh, I think pretty cute. I think whether to use cute to actually describe. I think you look very humble guy. Simple, humble guy. So that was my first impression. At least I felt that you don't bite people first. Because sometimes when you see people who looks very furious, that they will bite, then it's like, okay, I will just keep a distance. Yeah. But so you're all right. And because of course when I was told that from the mutual friend that we are meeting up, because I know you back then way before we met up. So I think it was with some program. I was there in a so-called seminar, I think, when Joey Up was organizing a seminar, and then you was one of the guests. So, and he introduced you as the influencer. But I think before that, I've kind of see you around. You appeared in YouTube and so on. So from back there on, I know, this guy is quite famous on YouTube. He's a YouTube influencer. So that's how I actually knew you before I knew you.
Yeah. so that is what happened to a lot of people who produce contents on the internet, right? Like people would kind of know us before they meet us.
Yeah, I guess so. I think so, because internet presence has given a lot of room for individuals to actually shine, for people to know them. I think through internet also, after I experienced that fame, I think I also feel that, there's a lot of people start to know me.
Yeah, like they would suddenly, look at you, you're that person.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
they would sometimes come to take a picture and stuff.
Yes. I think there's a lot these days. I mean, not a lot lah. Got some lah. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Kionz, tell us what you do on the internet.
Surf porn. I guess every guy does that, right? What we do on the internet, right? So. Okay, of course.
Tell us a little bit about you.
Aside surfing porn, well, okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Just kidding.
So, the revolution of internet today has given a lot of opportunity to many people like you. Well, I catch up pretty late Like compared to you, you were like, I don't know, how many years ago when you start to be known, like 100,000 subscriber, when was that? When did you get this? I think.
So I kind of started around 17, 18 years ago. You know.
See, I also hope to get this.
This is either the first, second, or third play button.
Because now the button is different.
Yeah.
So this is like really the King Tim stuff, you know. It's like the So when did you get this?
I think in 2009.
Yeah. Okay. So
2009. Yeah, I can't really remember exactly.
So 2009 to 2019 is 10 years. I'm about 15 years to 14 years, 15 years later than after. So yeah, what I was trying hard back then on the internet was very similar to you. Trying to build a YouTube channel, but I think I wasn't that successful. Wasn't as successful as you.
I'm very far from successful actually.
And you know what? Among all our TikTok content creators that has became influencers today, now I have a bunch of influencers friends. You know, few of them shared the same what do you call this definition. You know, the funny thing is that this friend of mine say a TikToker, it's okay, how she put it, because she made it in Malay. So she say actually seorang TikToker adalah seorang YouTuber yang telah disakiti. So that means someone who actually goes into TikTok is actually someone who actually get real damn hurt by YouTube because trying so hard after so many years getting nowhere. So I when she said that, I really felt that. I said, yeah man, I was spending 18 damn years on this platform and I go nowhere. But of course, after being a content creator actively, okay, yeah, that's part of what I'm doing in the internet now, to answer that question. So after actively being a content creator for the past 2 years, since 2022, producing more than 1,000 pieces of content.
1,000 in 2
years? Yes.
That's dedication right there.
That's crazy, right?
Crazy.
So, but then back then, when I look back, I can see the reason of failure in YouTube. Because in YouTube, I always had that mentality of, okay, one hit wonder. So one video go viral and that's it. I'm gonna be Gangnam Style, I'm gonna PSY, you know, being well known.
Yeah, woohoo!
That's like the wishful thinking lah, right? But the thing is, you can't. Content creation, being an influencer, being a content creator, that at least you want to be well known. I'm not saying about famous yet. I'm talking about you want to be a content creator that being slightly known to the public, you need to have dedication, you need to have consistency, you need to do it on the consistent basis. You need to do it like a job, right? It's not really like a wishful thinking thing and all this bling bling. You're always thinking of this glam thing that's, I'm going to be very famous and rich. You know, it's not that kind of thing. So yeah, that's the reason of failure for the past 18 years doing YouTube not being successful, because of like 5 months, 6 months only upload one video, sometimes 1 year only upload one video.
Yeah.
How to become famous.
One hit wonder.
Yeah.
In hope for the one hit wonder.
So talking about one hit wonder, right? There's also something that I want to share here, which is actually a lot of people saw that one hit wonder. But what many people don't see is that how many piece of work has been done before that one hit wonder hits.
Yes.
So
how many pieces?
So I eventually understood that 15 years after you. So it's like it's a pain in the ass. I have to agree that it's a very steep learning curve, because I have no one telling me what to do, because aside talking about what I'm doing on the internet, for the past 15 years or so, I am actually in the content industry. We are producing, myself, forgot to introduce.
Yeah.
My name is Kionz. I am a executive producer, film director. I get into the film and broadcast and TV industry, entering the industry as an editor. So I edit videos like this. When you guys shoot this and then you put in the computer and then after that we edit. So after that I climb up the ladder as a director, and then later on a producer and executive producer eventually. So then we have been creating content for clients, MNC companies that goes on TV that is very refined. So I have this mindset that content needs to be refined, it has to be polished. So that is why, right, 1 year we can produce like 2 because there's a lot of things going in my mind. So it's like the only thing that stops me is my own thoughts. So back then I cannot accept qualities like now these days we call it UGC, user generated content.
user generated
like you
content.
take a phone and you shoot yourself, hey guys, what's up, this is and after that you post it. That's to me is rubbish back then, but now damn it, I'm doing this to get the fame.
Exactly that.
Yes, I'm doing this to get the fame. So yeah, so back then I was doing that, and then after that until the internet evolved so much where we are at the speed of 4G, 5G now, people can consume videos real time. Back then, I still remember when I first get exposed to the internet was the 1515 modem, and you dial up.
I still remember that, yeah.
Youngsters who are listening to this don't know what the hell we are talking about.
I guess we are from the same generation.
So when we are connected to the internet, someone lift up the house landline phone, the internet will
cut
actually
off.
chop off, and then we get so damn frustrated. And we're downloading when you download one particular file, take like few hours, right? It's like the file's going like 2 hours, 3 hours. So yeah, so internet has evolved so drastically today. Everybody don't consume reading, not say don't consume, they consume lesser reading materials because the attention span is getting shorter and shorter. Then people will consume information through short videos or whatsoever it is. So then, only back then for the past 2 years, since 2022, I started TikTok. So I started TikTok, and the funny thing is, very ironic. People started TikTok during the MCO, which is 2020. I was still so focused, never want to give up, focusing on YouTube. Will it be too late to start a YouTube channel and be a successful YouTuber right now? During 2020, and hell, I go nowhere. So it's like, damn it. I seriously try to do a lot of content. In 2022, I start to do more content on YouTube. Try to get more consistently. But still, it doesn't go anywhere. Right? If you look back at my YouTube,
YouTube back then.
YouTube history, I actually got active during 2020. Then 2022, I start to think of and find out like what this TikTok's all about. So then I try and put some video up, and yes, I got that one hit wonder.
From TikTok.
Yes. So seriously, and probably you can say it's luck, probably it's the right time or whatsoever it is. So I got that one hit wonder. I got 20,000 followers in just 48 hours.
Whoa.
I get the video views in one night that I couldn't even achieve on YouTube in few years. So I got about 120,000 views in just like 12 hours. Which I can't achieve this on YouTube. Back then. So it was like really that excitement is crazy. And I thought, wow, this is something new. This is something that I'm so excited about because I've tried YouTube for the past tens of years, but nothing happened. So TikTok, one hit wonder. Then after that, I start to focus on TikTok. So I started to focus on TikTok. I start to study deeper. I start to spend every single day from January the 4th, 2022 until today, when this is being recorded, March the 29th, 2024. Yeah, so it's about 2 years plus, I've not stopped being on TikTok. And throughout this entire journey, TikTok has brought a lot of opportunity, like knowing you, I mean, of course.
Oh, thank you.
And of course, getting an opportunity to write a book. I'm a book author, officially an author now. The art of becoming a content creator. How ironic, right? Someone who actually failed doing content for the past 15, 18 years on YouTube, made it on TikTok and finally get a chance to write a book.
And wrote a book.
Yeah, about content creation.
I'm still reading that as well.
Yeah, so then of course now mainly I focus on training.
Kata nak FYP ni sebenarnya dia nak viral. Kenapa video kita boleh viral is because kita punya video
training TikTok and training digital marketing, as well as the stuff that I'm actually expert in, which is content creation, whether it's above the line or below the line, because we have been doing TV commercials for the past 15 years.
Yeah.
So I don't really coach about film directing and producing and stuff like that, but maybe things that is relevant to content creation, like lightings, editing, scripting, this kind of thing. These are the things that I coach and I teach corporate these days to actually build their online marketing team. Yeah, so that's why I do on the internet for the past 2 years actively on TikTok, and these are also the opportunity that I get. So I've also been actively creating content. That's how the 1,000 over piece of content came about in just 2 years' time. Yeah.
So in the past, because I noticed that even on YouTube, you posted like super early. I would say you may be one of the first few people who post content on the entire YouTube itself.
Yeah.
Not just YouTube Malaysia, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those were long forms and stuff. And initially it was quite random stuff, right?
Yep.
It was quite random stuff. And then I noticed then you kind of move on to short forms, which is on TikTok.
Yep.
How did that pivot happen?
Well, it's actually quite natural.
Because
I did a lot of studies back then. Even when MCO, I kind of did a lot of studies that people say you have to post long form so that you can monetize.
Yes, the monetization
YouTube
thing.
will prefer your video. But I tried a lot of stuff. I even bought Udemy courses. But end of the day, nothing really worked out because I don't know. Probably I just don't know, or probably there's some missing piece that I didn't know. I tried whatever that has been taught, but nothing worked out. And because I have the curiosity to explore TikTok, and I know TikTok is a short video platform, so then I just have to play with it. I remember garyvee say something like this before. Gary is considered one of the most successful marketer in the internet marketer in that entire world.
Yeah, entire
He
world.
mentioned something like this: you can create content, one piece of content with the same information, but you need to actually create it in the way that the different platform wants it. You need to create that piece of content like for how Instagram people wants it, how Facebook people wants it, and how YouTube audience wants it, and how TikTok audience wants it. So it's just that a matter of how you format it and repurpose the entire thing. It took me a while to understand that. Then after that, when I came to TikTok and I see, okay, these videos are all relatively short, 30 seconds, 1 minute. So we just have to respect the platform and also the behavior of the people using the platform. So since people are doing short form videos, then I just try to adapt to it. It's not easy, obviously, because in YouTube, I used to like really talk and give a lot of information. But then I really need to consider how I'm going to give this packed 20-minute information into just 30 seconds to 1 minute. So it took a while. But of course, it doesn't happen in the beginning. The beginning, I do quite silly video stuff. After my one-hit wonder, then my second video was also nothing. The third video, I start to teach language. So then teaching language was pretty easy because you can do one word at a time. So 30 seconds to 1 minute can be done. So that time was quite easy. Then later on, I changed my direction and focus because teaching language was not something that I want to. And I wanted to share the experience and knowledge about content creation, about the expertise I have, lightings, gears, shooting and stuff. So then, but those kind of information is very, very long.
Yeah.
So then I have to tap onto my creativity and how and break it down. Like, okay, maybe today I just talk about the beginning of script writing, the things that need to happen behind your mind before you actually start to write a script. So first paragraph, what you're going to write. Maybe the hook, what you're going to write. Then after that, the body, what you're going to do. So you just break it down and make it in a few videos. In fact, after a while, when I master the art of short videos, it's pretty simple. And actually, you can create volume out of it. You don't have to do like YouTube. You give all the information at one go.
Yeah.
You can break it down to 5-6 pieces of information and just put it out. And actually, it works better.
Yeah, it works better.
Because today, this is my opinion, today in the internet era, on how people consume information, they want quantity, and I mean, there's a bit of quality in their quantity, of course, rather than quality.
Yeah.
So you have to give the audience to take away something in a short span of time. So maybe then you have more. That also gives a reason for them to keep on coming back after you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I did it on TikTok. And also, after being on TikTok for the past 2 years, recently, I make a comeback on YouTube, targeting to actually get that bloody silver play button. That really, this is one of my dream and goals to actually get one. Well, don't ask me why, because probably it's just something that
you have always wanted.
Yeah. I mean, it won't make me richer, but because that's the purpose why I started YouTube lah.
Yeah.
So that's why I made a comeback, and I try to repurpose the entire strategy. So because YouTube has introduced new features to compete with TikTok, by the way, so I find the short features is really working out. So when I started using shorts, repurposing my TikTok videos to short, surprisingly, I gained from 8,000. I gained one time in just 2 months.
Yeah.
So 16,000 followers in just like 1 month. I mean, 2 months. 2 months time. Yeah.
And some of your video actually went viral as well. Even long form.
Long form, yes. Finally, I get to see long form videos going like,
The Gangnam Style.
not really at that level yet, but okay lah. Got 60, 70,000 views. My shorts went 1 million views.
Yeah, 1 million views.
So yeah, I mean that really encourages me to keep going and utilize the other platform. I mean, and the same technique used actually works on Instagram Reels as well.
Yeah.
Well, it's not as many as YouTube Shorts that go 1 million, but at least you have 10% out of it. I got 100,000 views for the same video that I posted. So on TikTok, it's 800,000 views. On YouTube, it's 1 million. On Instagram, Reels is about 170,000 plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what I basically do on the internet these days.
So what are the challenges that you go through?
I think the challenges...
Since you're like now multiple platforms and then,
is time management. I think time management is something that the most crucial thing, because the thing is, content creation is not my main job.
Yeah.
But it's the main channel for marketing whatever I'm doing.
Yeah. It's like the presence.
Yeah. So it's really I won't say conflicting. I would say it's challenging when that is not the main thing that you do to generate your income, because the income comes on the business side. But you need the marketing to actually drive and funnel people into the marketing, to the main business side.
Yeah.
So like it or not, I still need to create content every single day. So after going through the past 15, 16, 17 years of being on YouTube creating content, I have decided, because honestly speaking, all this while, I have been looking for one particular way to simplify content creation because of I know the problem. I know the problem back then why YouTube wasn't so successful.
Yeah.
That's why I keep looking for ways, because I know that when I create content, it takes me days and weeks, probably months, which is very inefficient. So, and back then I don't have the talent of speaking like this, by the way. This talent is actually trained.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and I thought the fastest content that could be done is speaking content.
Speaking content.
So then I trained myself up since 2018-19. The mutual friend that brought us together, I met him in 2017. He was a coach. So I went and learned his course, later on get into his community, and he offered me to speak. So I offered myself to speak for free. So I took the initial step to actually go and break through and try speaking. So I even took up public speaking course. Not really course, workshop.
Yeah.
Then after like many years, 2018, 19, 20, 2020, only like 3 years later, I start to have the confidence
To speak.
in front of camera. So then I finally find the Holy Grail.
Ooh.
But the Holy Grail doesn't bring me anywhere on YouTube, of course. So when I started to venture into this and I found the way, okay, this is the fastest way. So that's how I managed to compress time to create one content every single day on TikTok. Back then when TikTok Malaysia, by the way, I'm lucky enough to be selected by TikTok Malaysia to be one of their official creator.
Wow.
So being one of the official creator, we are normally being taken care of. They give us a lot of advice, of course. Then they also involve us in a lot of campaign. So back then, there was this like a program, like a creator fund, but it's not really a creator fund. It's just for selected creators. Every 2 months, they do it once. And they pay their creators to create videos. So, I mean, it's not much. Probably about less than, 30 ringgit, about 30 ringgit per video.
Yeah, but if you create a lot.
So it's about like $7, I think.
Yeah.
So, that actually motivates.
Yeah.
I can tell you my highest record of creating content, one particular month, I can generate 120 contents in 1 month. That's how the 1,000 content came about. So, of course, because the motivation of they pay. So the more you do, the accumulation gets more.
Exactly.
So if 30 ringgit, if you do 10, that's 300. If you do 100, there is 3,000.
Yeah.
So that particular month, you get like 3,000 plus 4,000. 4,000, around 4,000 or so by just creating videos, which is something that you would like to
want
do.
to do.
Yeah. So from there on, it actually polished my skill and pushed me to actually keep creating and build that habit. I think a lot of success is actually from the habit. When you have a success habit, then you'll be more likely to be successful.
Yeah.
So that actually pushes me to create content every single day now. So even how busy I am,
You also create.
I have to create. Maybe if I don't do it every day, at that particular week, I cannot skip. At least there have to be 2 or 3 to actually keep the platform active. Yeah, and since now we can repurpose it.
Yeah. Then you
Since
can
do one content, you can repurpose it to YouTube Shorts. You can do Instagram. So yeah, so that's what my strategy is now.
Yeah. Another thing, for Malay content, how did that happen?
It's also something very natural because when I hop onto TikTok, I noticed that it is very geographic centric. It's not really like YouTube and Instagram or Facebook that you could go viral all across the globe. But for TikTok, they are very geographic centric. The algorithm itself is very geographic centric. So in Malaysia, it's very hard for you to actually get to see content from overseas that came across the feed. Very, very uncommon.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it is totally no, but it's uncommon. Those that uncommon ones, it's the one that really, really go viral crazily. That's how they managed to came to other country. So same thing, when I started to browse and look at TikTok, and I noticed that there's a lot of Malay content going on.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, possibly this is what you have to do
Yeah.
to actually captivate. Well, that time I was thinking, well, international also I was thinking go international.
Yeah, I get it.
But when I think back, local also I still cannot manage yet. Don't think about international lah.
Yeah.
So let's say if I can become well-known, famous among Malaysians, I think that will be a great stepping stone already. So I forgo the bigger dreams and goal to come back to smaller goals first. So I thought, okay, when someone, what happened was there is a content creator, her video actually passed by my feed, and she's a Chinese. And as a Chinese, and she speaks Malay, what happened was I was quite puzzled at the time because obviously I'm new to TikTok. And I was thinking, I didn't follow this person. Right? I didn't follow this person. Yet, why is this person appearing on my feed? So then I was in the curious mode and I clicked into her profile and I saw she has 100,000 followers. I was like, she's a Chinese girl, 100,000 followers, and most of it speaking Malay. And the Malay speaking videos got like millions of views.
Wow.
And I was thinking to myself, well, I can do that because I have a very strong Malay language base. But I didn't want to do the conventional way because I tried. I tried to do a few conventional Malay speaking, open speaking, really perfect Malay, but it doesn't take off.
Yeah.
So I thought to give it a try once again, but in a very, very, we call it the plot twist manner. I started off speaking Malay like a abeng Chinese.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Wow.
kamu orang jangan macam itu lah. That kind of abeng Chinese, abeng Malay. And suddenly I just make a switch to really, really Malay.
Saya dengar mau cakap bahasa Melayu baru boleh masuk FYP yo. Serius ke? So kalau Cina macam aku ni cakap bahasa Melayu macam ni, korang akan like, share ataupun komen ke tak? Sekarang ni aku berada dekat Genting Skyworld. Kalau keluar FYP korang, jangan lupa like, share.
So that actually captured a lot of attention.
Yeah.
And that goes viral
That
overnight.
is very smart.
Yeah. So then using that little creativity brought a lot of audience to know me as a Malay, very fluent Malay speaker. And from there on, when people start knowing me, and I start to speak Malay and more and more and more until I was discovered by TikTok Malaysia and become their official creator. Yeah. So that's how the Malay content started off. And by the way, this book is written in fully Malay as well because I've been very well known in the Malay market.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That is so amazing. So what about like monetization? Do you like monetize on these kind of platforms aside from that $30 per video on the YouTube thing?
Oh, the 30 bucks.
I mean, on the TikTok.
The 30 baht per video is a
no
past
longer running,
history.
right? Yeah.
So it's no longer. Well, TikTok has several monetization methods. Number one, TikTok has became and evolved into e-commerce, competing with Lazada, Shopee, or whatsoever it is. In the US, probably they're competing with Amazon and all that. So now you can watch entertainment, you can get information from TikTok, and at the same time you can purchase stuff because they actually open for business people to sell on TikTok, and then for people who are
Content
creators, and if they are not business people, they can actually be an affiliate. So they can be an affiliate for the sellers. So you earn a commission out of every sales done from the video or the live that you actually promote a product. Like this book is on TikTok Shop as well. So someone, if they promote this product,
they get a cut.
They get a cut. Yeah. So that is one. Then later on, they introduce series, which is you can actually post video for purchase. I mean, purchase content. So a lot of people like me that teach and give, tutorials and stuff like that in the manner of series, we can actually sell those kind of things. It's very similar to Udemy. Yeah.
Wow, on TikTok.
Yeah.
that is amazing.
Yeah. So the series, it's one of the, but I think now it's no longer available already. They put it a stop for the time being. You cannot create new series, but the previous series that I did is still there.
That is still there. People can still
people can still buy and view. So, and other monetization method is of course your personal branding, and you get chances to write books like this. So that is something which is off the platform. Yeah.
But I think YouTube you will slowly monetize as well, right?
I already monetize.
Yeah, see, because with the like million and all those things.
Yeah,
which is good. Which is good also.
Yeah, so I'm reaching the threshold already, like $100 US per. I mean, since I monetize. So it's not a lot, but well, there is some pocket money coming.
Yeah.
But
it can go quite a lot.
Yeah, so hopefully
time,
when some of my content goes viral again, one of these days become Gangnam Style, then that
because I have a friend who's also in the podcast. He also went pretty viral pretty fast, and there were months that he was making a few thousand
US dollars.
Yeah, US dollars.
Wow.
Yeah. So actually it can be quite a lot. Yeah. So hopefully we can work ourselves there.
I will do my best to actually get on top of that.
Yeah. So finally, I would like to provide more value to you guys. So what are the 3 words of wisdom or sentences of wisdom that you have for people who would like to become or do what you do?
3 words only.
3 sentences like 3 key, words of wisdom. I would like to say like.
Cheapskate, give 3 only. So you have to subscribe more.
Yeah, subscribe for more. Yeah.
So if you want 3 words, I would say consistency, persistence, and also hard work. Hard work lah.
Yeah, yours definitely hard work.
Hard work, consistency, persistency. Because I think as long as you don't give up, like I could have give up YouTube many years back, and I could have just give up this content creating thing like
for good.
For good. But it's just that I feel that why should I? Right? Why should I? So maybe I slowed down, but I didn't give up. So I keep finding opportunities. So being in this world for the past 30 over years, I think I've learned a very valuable lesson. As long as you don't give up on one particular thing that you truly believe in, you'll make it. You'll make it one day, somehow or other. If you don't make it, your next generation will make it. I mean, this is something that has proven through history, right? Like it may take generations if your dream is like so huge. Like if you want to change the world, going to the space is not something that can happen in one generation, right? But you are the one who have started it. Yeah. So that's something that I truly believe. Back then, my attention span and my patience was not that solid.
Yeah.
So that's why this YouTube journey also, I do and then I put it aside, put it aside. But it's not that I really decided that, okay, I'm not going to do this shit anymore. Yet I still keep the account and then keep on finding opportunity. So that proven, once again, that as long as you keep going as a marathon, you will reach the end point at the final destination. Yeah.
Wow, that is really inspiring. Like definitely I would have to give credit to you on the hard work part, because you you have worked so hard and you have persisted for so long. When I was looking at your YouTube, I'm like, wow.
I'm 15 years. There's some video I hide already somehow.
Yeah,
some
same.
video I hide. That one one of the first few video. I noticed the first video I uploaded was 2006. 2006,
same.
Something like that. So the one that is being seen is like 3 years video, which is 3 years.
3 years after.
3
years later.
Yeah, because I remember doing a lip sync music video for my brother. Yeah, so I was just shooting him and editing. So he's just doing lip sync.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing a lot of like crazy things also. So I used to teach martial arts and all those things. So yeah, I put those up. And there were like copyright because when I was teaching, there were like background music and all those things.
I see.
Yeah, so I had to like remove it.
Cool.
Yeah, wow. Thank you so much for this session. We have definitely learned a lot. You know, I hope you guys learned a lot as well, right? And please, if you like this podcast, our In the Spotlight, please do consider subscribing, especially to both of us. Okay.
Check out my YouTube channel if you want to know.
I'll be in his YouTube channel as well. Woohoo!
If you want to know how I actually grew my channel from 8,000 to 16,000 in just like 1 month plus.
Yeah, 1 month plus. That's crazy.
I use Reels a lot. Yeah.
The shorts, right?
Shorts. In YouTube, it's shorts.
Yeah, we always get confused about that. So yeah, once again, thank you very much.
See you guys.
See you guys.